Come on, knock on my door.
Oh, don't do
Three's
that.
Company
It's not
too. Hopefully this doesn't show anybody's addresses. But I have to open this up immediately right now. I think, are we recording?
Are we live? Are we? We are.
Are we live?
Okay.
Are we live, fam? All right, what is in
Have
here?
you got a box? Have you got
There's
a box?
Oh, look at all this paper. Paper for days. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of paper. Whoa. There's more. There's just a bunch of paper. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it through. Okay, there's a lot. There is a bunch. Oh, okay. I think I'm almost there. Yes! There's something right here. I hope this is worse than ASMR. Yeah. Oh,
Three mugs cheers!
3 mugs. Cheers.
3 months of tears.
Oh man, hold on. Let me fill this up really quick
Good thing I watched it.
with some Wrexham lager. Get in. That's the promo. Get in, Wrexham lager. Yeah. Glunk, 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 glunk. Just like I used to do in elementary school.
Was
Hey.
there anything else in the box?
Shit, I threw everything, so hold on a second. Maybe there was. For anybody tuning
Wasn't
in
it
for the
all
first
that
time,
money? I thought all that
welcome
money
to
in
Teach Me
Coke.
How to Wrexham.
Hey!
I am Ran. I got a gift from SJ and Simon.
And
SJ and Simon.
actually, it's from bestest little sister Meg.
Bestest,
Yes.
littlest sisters in the
Yeah.
wholest worldest?
Yeah.
Meg, come in real close, real close. It's okay to leave Simon. You can have a new brother. Thanks so much, Meg. You're awesome. I'm going to say that you're the bestest little sister that's not related to me. I'll officially put that out there.
I just got to say, if she left me, then she wouldn't be the littlest sister. She'd be, I suppose, to you, but she could leave the other brother and still be the littlest sister to both of us.
I assume, just like the opossums, I took out the whole family. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We cut that from the last episode. Nobody knows.
Chop it.
But I also got some of these. It looks like brand new GTA packs. That's really cool. All right, some new stickers. Thank you so much.
It's a compilation of Stead photos. It's a bunch of Stead photos, and I thought maybe you could share them with the Arizona Reds.
I will share them with all of the Arizona. Well, no, there's not enough. But
Well, you know what? There's more coming.
they
I
don't
just
watch
put-
this, so I'll share them only with the ones that I like.
So I have 300 of these stickers. If anybody wants a sticker, stickers, DM me on Twitter
Yeah.
or Blue Sky.
If you want stickers, wherever.
from-
Oh, that tastes like Wrexham water. Oh, it really
Wrexham
does.
blood. It tastes like it's Wrexham blood. That's what that is.
Felt like I was
Pumping through
drinking
the
out
heart,
of the
through
drink.
veins.
So I guess there's a podcast that we'll do. Thank you so much, SJ, for sending it over. Thank you so much, Meg, the bestest little sister in the wholest worldest. And cheers to everybody out there. Happy Wrexham Day from ours and yours to yours and mine. Yours and mine in a way. Anyways, with the rambling done, anybody that's tuning in for the first time, this is Teach Me How to Wrexham. We take our international approach and we pretend to know what we're talking about until we do know what we're talking about. Then we do know what we're talking about. We try to pretend that we don't. If you followed that, you've been here for a while. If not, sit in, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. We have Simon coming from Down Under, and SJ coming from Portlandia, and me coming from the desert. Don't know what the voices are for, but how are you two doing?
I would like to think that that's your inner monologue whenever you're like, Portland, and then that's like everything that you think of Portland is narrated in the voice.
Portland is just, to me, is a sound of like a Southern California surfer guy, but relocated to Portland. He's like, "Shut, dude, I don't even know why I'm in Portland right now. Oh my god." That's my envision of Portland. Is mine.
I mean, people are usually drunk or high. They kind of sound like
Mr.
that.
G'day, mate. Summer has started down here. Wrexham haven't lost in a while, so, can't complain.
Yeah. The Wrexham men's team.
The Wrexham men's team, just to confirm that, haven't lost in a while. So,
well,
the women had a couple of great ones though.
Ooh, the women were going for it, and even showed up against some good teams. All right, so today we're going to get into a little bit of the charity of the week, Cryptik's Clue, featuring his best friend, Cryptik's Answer. Players to watch for, upcoming matchup, table review, preview of the team or town, whatever is interesting. If there's nothing interesting, I make up fake things about that area, and it's up to you to tell if I'm telling the truth or not. We might do a little Crest and Badge, a little etymology, Mascot Wars, get into some women's football, and talk about what's coming up for the women, and maybe profile some of the players on times. This time I'm just going to take a detour slightly and talk about Mia Roberts for as long as I can. And then maybe we'll go into some predictions, give you some other stuff, and sprinkle in a heavy dose of rambling without the race course this week because we don't have Richie, and just us. My high school nickname was Handsome Rambler.
Oh.
So, table talk. Table mother. Oh, no, wait. Charity. Charity talk.
You're like, let's go to football.
No, we normally jump into table talk, but I have to put the shoe that I can't afford into the mouth that costs me too much. It is charity talk. Simon, who do we got up this week?
This week we've got one close to my heart, which is the Motor Neuron Disease Association. So yesterday, our time, but last Sunday, Kevin Sinfield, who was a Leeds rugby player and lost a teammate and good mate to Motor Neuron, is doing 7 ultra marathons in a row. He's running home for Christmas challenge, and we've got the link down here for you to donate to a very worthy cause. He lost. This is the first time he's done it since his mate passed away, and a cause close to Wrexham's heart, as Phil, Steve, and Catherine, the physio, Catherine Beattie, all worked with ex-footballer Stephen Darby, who also has motor neuron. Now he's managed to survive 6 years with it, so he's a long-term survivor of this beast of a disease. But Kevin's out there raising money, so anything you can, if you can subscribe, donate to the cause, it'd be much appreciated. So thank you very much.
So I'm gonna be the ignorant person because I don't exactly know. But what is motor neuron disease?
Yeah, it's a disease that affects the brain or the nerve cells, and it can start in different parts of the body, either high or low. And it seems, if it starts lower, your chances of living 5 years are a lot less. But basically, you lose control of all your muscles, and in the end, you lose control of the ability to breathe. Your lungs go. So people get trapped in their bodies and have to communicate with their eyes. Using little machines, and my sister-in-law got down to that stage, and I had to help set up the tech for her, to be able to communicate. But the last 6 months of last year, it's an ugly, ugly disease. So my heart goes out to all those affected by it.
Yeah, and you're still there. You're still there, and your mind's still there.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay, so the link's going to be underneath for people to do what you can, and this hopefully will have a little update of one of us contributing. I'll do it. I'll jump on there. Definitely everybody out there, charity of the week, go out, support, show that Wrexham love, that community that you do so well, and you're in good company. The horrible transition from that, if you will, is the cryptic answer. I don't know if the phrasing is appropriate, but we are moving to now this week's. People that tune in, you get a cryptic clue the week before. You have the week until this episode launches for you to solve it. You can typically just send it into Simon or to the pod and send your answers in. Last week, what was the clue, Simon, that we were left with? It was a short one. like one word.
No, last week was the big one. It was a big one. It wasn't quite as hard as it looked, but it was certainly big.
Yeah.
Sounds vengeful. Good French electronics make connections.
Ooh.
And I said, well, the way to solve it is just break it down. We'll start in the middle. Where all good stories start.
Yeah.
What's good French? What's good in French? You know what good is in
Bon.
French? Bon appetit.
Bona. Yeah.
Bon and electronics. What's the sort of symbol for electronics nowadays?
Heck.
And it could have been East is another hint for that one. Hint, it's an E. It's an E.
Oh.
It's an E.
Say E.
E.
Okay, now the big part, vengeful.
Vengeful.
What's vengeful? What's something that sounds vengeful? Oh, what's another
An
word
eclair.
for vengeful?
Rocks in my shoe.
Oh, rocks. How about wrath?
Rad.
Oh.
And so once you added
Love it.
wrath,
Love
bon, and E together,
Yes.
who's
There
going to
you
be
go.
the first to say it? Who's going to win it this week?
Yeah. My
Mullen.
neck bone's connected
No.
to my... SJ, you're up. What's my neck bone connected to?
My Rathbone.
My wrath bone.
My Rathbone. That was Rathbone. So last week, despite it looking, it was long. It was, break it down and little component parts, and okay, Rathbone.
I was trying to find it in the chat so I could visualize, look at it.
So Simon,
thought
I
I'd be
went way
helpful.
too literal
Oh, there it
again.
is.
And what I did was looked up the top selling French electronic brands. No, I'm not lying. I did it. And I was like, none of these are remotely close to any of the players' names. I think one of them was even a weird name, like it was like a English name or like a
Rugendorf
one
or
of the
something totally
no,
random.
like
I'm
a
glad
like
I've
a,
educated you in something you never thought you'd be knowing anything about, and now you've got
I know.
half a dozen good French electronics.
I was like, this can't be. I'm way off. What is it? What is this? I'm
So
way off.
Rathbone was
Rathbone.
the answer to that not conundrum, but twister.
Well, we should probably get to what I tried to get to before when I jumped the gun. A little table talk, a little table review for me and you, SJ. How we looking?
We're going to play Burton
Alabastard.
Aluminium.
Alabamian.
Aluminium.
Aluminum. Aluminum.
Albion?
Yes.
Albion.
Yes. So we're going to play Burton. They are number 24 on the table. They're on the bottom.
They're good.
They have a possible 8 out of a possible 48 points.
Can you guess the
They
one
have-
team they're beaten?
I was going to ask.
Shrewsbury.
So yeah, they beat one team. So they have 1 win, 5 draws, and 10 losses.
Ooh.
Yeah, they did beat Shrewsbury though 2-0, so that was pretty cool. And then
Dick.
yeah. Their goal difference is -15 because all those losses add up.
You kind of have to try that hard to get at that.
Yeah, 15-4 and 29 against.
Only if she's 5'2".
So and then Wrexham, we're second. And we have 1 more match played than them. We have 17 matches played. We have 34 points. Our goal difference is +15. 'Cause we're awesome. So, yeah, little table number rundown there. I caught the Fearless in Devotion pod, and they had a gentleman on there that was starting a new Burton pod, and felt really dejected. You could tell. He was like, he asked, what's the highest score you guys have won by this year? It'll probably be more than that. I felt so bad for him.
Oh, it's
I felt
lucky.
so
They're
bad for
lucky
him.
it's away. I guess at home we could put 8 past them away. We'll be lucky to get 2. Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all good therapy starts somewhere. So I'm glad they went on the Fearless pod. That's a good group to start your mental support with. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
good.
those guys are nice.
Good for them. That is a healthy table. We're 4 off of Wickham.
Yeah.
Wanderers. We're holding up. Would you have thought we're going to be about to go into the new year and we're sitting second on the mother effing table? What?
Yeah. My Arsenal friend was like, oh, I just saw that Wrexham, they're talking about going to the championship, and was like almost offended. Like, what's your uppity team? Like, it was all cute when you were down there, but you're getting a little close. You're trying for promotion again. And I'm like, but why would you stop trying to win? You just keep trying to win. That's the game every week. Yeah.
They're going to be gunning for you
kit.
with that kind of...
I got that one.
Oh, very clever.
So, SJ, as you normally do, you put together a nice list of words that I'm supposed to say. I do my best to read. You have players to watch for.
Yeah,
is that for me to watch for, or who is it for?
For everybody. So I have
for the children.
Yes. I have 3 players to highlight. I got a striker, a defender, and a keeper. And then we can kind of look at offense, defense, kind of discipline maybe. So if you got any players, Wrexham players, you think you're going to be able to cancel out my feature guys, throw them in. So first off, our striker. Oh, God. Okay, his name, Donilio, Donilo. Okay, I did all this all this stuff. I looked up all his numbers, and then I can't see his name.
Hang on, point of order. If we're going to have players you can talk about, shouldn't we have players you can talk about just quietly? Just if you can't say his name, should he qualify for players to talk about?
Yes. So I'm going to spell it. Last name is ORSI-DADMO. I'm going to call him Dadamo, which is completely wrong. I understand that. So he's their top striker, their number 9. He's played 15 matches plus the cup. He has 6 goals, a 7th in the cup, and then 2 assists and 3 yellows. So, and he was one of the scorers against Shrewsbury. So, yeah. So, although we don't want him to score, I like him a little bit. I like him 1 goal.
How many goals has he got?
He has six goals this season
6
in
goals
League
in
One.
the league, yeah. I think you might be looking at the wrong column.
So he scored all his in the box. All of his were scored in a box. So it's pretty good.
I'm looking at 5 draws.
I told you.
Goals for wrong column, dickhead.
I could sense it. So he's a striker to look out for. I think our defense is looking pretty tidy right now. Right? So,
I think Elliot, not Elliot, O'Donnell has his measure. I mean, he's been playing really well. Tough keeping Scar out after Scar had done so well, but he's bringing the ball out a lot better, so I count on our defence at clean sheets. Number 1 defence in the league.
And he might get the brunt of it, if he's trying to go off the right foot. That's all I'm going to say. Is it?
Okay.
I believe his name is, because he has a very Italiano look, is I think it's Donatello.
There's no T.
Oh, well, I just watched Ninja Turtles, so
he's not a Ninja Turtle. No, not that.
Donatello.
I thought he was this guy. Right here. That's who I thought it was.
Nice. Yeah.
So he has a decent rating, which I'll say is kind of average, but for a striker, 6.58 in FOTMOB, so he's not exactly on fire right now. But his completion rate of shots on target is 58%, so almost nearly a coin flip if you're going to go that route. So I don't know. Simon, am I crazy saying we're going to handle him? We're going to be able to keep him under wraps?
Max will have him, I should say, Brunt there and O'Donnell. They've got him, and if it gets past them...
Even O'Connell.
We've got Burton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have Burton against Burton.
O'Connell.
Yeah, I have a fun Burton stat.
Is it that there's 2 Burtons in this upcoming match?
No. But, okay, defender. I'm going to move on to defenders.
Defender, yes.
I had a hard time picking a second player to highlight because there's Ryan Sweeney. They've got a tall team. Ryan Sweeney, their number 6. He's a defender. He's 6'4", 190 pounds. Then we've got... Oh, shoot. I forgot the other guy. There was another guy. He's like 6'3". No. Anyways.
Are you talking about Van Kooten?
Though, number 15, Terrence Van Kooten. He is 6'1", 170 pounds. Their whole back line is like 6 feet and up. So there's we're gonna get Lee in there. They won't even see him. And then so he's played 13 matches and a couple of cups. He's on 3 yellows. He got a red. And I watched, if you watch the extended highlights of them playing the Bristol Rovers, it's at minute 7:20 about on their extended highlights. He makes, he makes a tackle. It's not even super brutal, but he comes in, he basically can see where the guy is going, his pace, and he just tackles and intercepts before, so the guy runs into his legs. So he kind of sweeps him out. It's not a late tackle. He is I see where your foot's going and I'm going under it. So he's not even trying to go for the ball. So they gave him a red and booted him out. And of course he was like, "What are you talking about? You're kicking me out." So it wasn't necessary. Yeah, and the ref's like, "No, yeah, just go." But it wasn't necessarily super violent. It was just obviously not going for the ball. He was just trying to stop the play, which is poor sportsmanship. And it could have been dangerous because it was lucky there was no injury, because it was he was taking the guy's legs out. So anyways, if you want to check it out, it's on minute 7:20 on the extended highlights of the Bristol Rovers.
Yeah.
So he's somebody to look for the defenders. I feel like we got a squirrely front line of people. We can get around him.
That are healthy now. We're doing our unpredictability.
Dobson. They can
and Lee,
pass out
all playing
tackles.
off Palmer. Yeah, it seemed to work better than having the two, but given it's an away match, not a home match, and that 4 in the midfield was a home thing, it seems, by Parky, or hopefully we will find out if it's a home thing or not come the weekend.
Yeah. And Van Kooten's going to have his Kooten full of crosses from Barney, because he's going to be sitting right in that zone of uncertainty of where Barney's going to be crossing in. So he better be on his game. And if he wants to do another red card, start off in a minute 40, you said? If he wants to do that again, go for it. Go for it. Be a man down. Go for it.
It was in the 85th minute of the match, but in the highlights, it's in the 7th minute and 20 seconds of the highlights. I should clarify that. It was late in the match. They were 2-1, and then he made a tackle right before they scored a third. And obviously if the guy had shot him, he could have made it or whatever, but he probably gave the guy a better chance of scoring by getting a red card, having them do a free kick and continuing play, than if he had maybe been more creative in trying to stop that guy's momentum in the first place. So
we're talking a lot about the 24th ranked team, who honestly are pretty shit. They're 24th. So they don't deserve this much airtime. Look, they're 24th.
We're giving them the respect that they deserve on their way out of the league. Okay.
Hey, there's that thing though, right? There's the thing where teams on the bottom of the table have nothing to lose, right? There's that whole thing. So.
Well, and we don't need to do our number predictions right now, but I guess the predictions coming up are going to be by how much.
Is
your prediction?
So,
No disrespect. No disrespect.
No.
Yeah, my hope
and not
is
the matches
that
are played.
Our defenders, so we have Dobson and McLean are both on 4 yellows. And just to do a quick detour into the discipline table, I looked up, I got a little graphic stat I'll throw up. It is this after the...
Oh! I thought it was like Thanksgiving, too much Thanksgiving. I would just throw up. I'd just go, okay.
I see you've had my mom's turkey.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hi, Mom. Sorry,
Oh.
Mom.
I hope your
worry.
mom doesn't
She's
watch.
a Chester fan. She won't watch this. No.
Jeez.
She will now. When we send her the link,
I
she's
have
going
the
to.
highest respect for her.
Not the turkey, though. Just not the turkey.
Yeah. So so I wanted to highlight the discipline table. So we have Cannon, who already had his 5-card match ban, right?
Yeah.
For his
He
one
earned
match
it.
ban.
He earned it
Yes.
the hard way. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dobson and McLean are on 4. It's match 19 that after the 19th match when it's reset. So people are thinking like, oh, it's the specific date in the season, but it's not. It's after your team has played its 19th league match. Yeah. So for us, that's
That's
going to be
Barnsley.
no, the other one, Cambridge.
Cheltenham? Cambridge?
Cambridge? I think it's going to be Cambridge on the 14th.
In 2 weeks. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we got a couple of we got to keep them good. So we can't get tripped up by this rough defending.
Well, so what happens? McLean gets his 5th, right? Like, that's going to happen. And then he's out. But he's only out for 1 game? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost wonder, like, wouldn't you want to maybe accidentally get your 5th card right before, so your band is playing, like, Burton or somebody really low on the table, so it's not a big of a impact of being out?
That will take me higher. So you did want to speak about should you, is it cheaper to get a divorce or is it cheaper to keep her? So
Depends how good looking she is if you can rent her out.
Okay.
So yes, their keeper. So they got a Max on their side in their defense. Max Crumby, Crocromby. He's a Kiwi. He's from
Crocombe.
New Zealand.
okay.
Crocombe.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
But Crumby.
He is
Yeah, let's
Crumby.
Crumbly.
There we go.
Crumbly keeper. Okay.
He is their number 1. He's played 13 league matches and one of those little cups or whatever. He has a little bit of trouble. He's conceded 1.62 goals per match, which you can tell because their goal difference is 29. Although he's only responsible for 21 of those, so his save rate's 73%, which isn't great. Akonk was 82, although he's not playing right now. I would say, though, that 4 years ago, Max Crumface Cake?
Crocombe?
Cake?
Yeah.
Crocombe. Yeah, his save rate was 43%. So, and then it was like 43%, and then like 60-ish and 60. And so, I mean, he's like 30 something, I think, but he's getting better. He's maybe settling into.
How does he stack up to Burton then?
Well, okay, this is the fun stat. Guess.
Oof.
Don't look. Guess
Okay, I
what
won't.
Burton's save rate is.
92%.
You're an asshole.
Wait,
You
what?
cheated.
It wasn't. These are stickers.
You cheated. Yeah, his save rate's 92%, but that's because he's only played 3 matches and he only let in 1 goal.
They were 3 great matches, though.
Yes,
Come on.
2 clean sheets, 2 clean sheets in 3 matches. So, yeah, and he let 1 against Stockport in, which,
Oof.
it's not great, but, I mean, I guess we'll allow it. So,
Well, he's off to the championship, isn't he?
Yeah.
That goal scorer by the
Yep.
sounds of it, so if not higher.
Yep.
oh,
we're
there's
going
the
back.
striker that scored against him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
They win back.
Louis.
I was like, once we're done playing, I don't even care who any other players are. Just play them again.
I barely care now. I barely give
I know. I'm like, I don't know.
I am just looking at my show notes, and it looks
the
like we're a
showrunner
third of the way
herself.
through, but halfway through recording. So, should we push on?
Sure. Sure. Well, the end part might go a little faster because I'm wordy. Most of my stuff's done.
Well, that means you're prepared.
Smile and nod now. But I do have one more thing on the keeper. I had to draw a little picture. So, where his goals go in, where he misses,
disgusting.
if he is standing looking out to the the ball is coming at him, he's weak on his right side. Most of the goals come in on his right side. Okay. So if any Wrexham players are watching this, shoot to the right. Shoot to the right.
And that's where Van Kooten is. So Van Kooten, I'm sorry.
Maybe
You're
it's
a
his
chump.
fault.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're a chump.
So that's where McLean is on the left. So.
Simon, in the down unders, does cooter mean what cooter means over here?
We're moving on, aren't we?
Yeah. Are we there?
Crest and Badge, Crest and Badge.
We'll save that. Yeah.
All right, so this week's Crest and Badge is brought to you by the United Microbrewers of Burton on Trent. So for all of you that are looking at the crest, which I assume we're all looking at right now, it looks like a portly man who has what the spare tire is in the U.S. to others may be called the beer belly. There's a good-looking man, I'd say, a little cheeky in the back, if you will, and the B from Burton is the belly, the beer belly, and then the A, there's part of the A that goes down the leg, and I'm not exactly sure what they're indicating there, but it is simply yellow black background, Brewers on top, established 1950, and I'll say a whimsical silhouette of a man with a B and an A inside of it. The ball that's being kicked or thrown or going towards the belly has FC. I tried to look it up, and it looks like, I guess there was, when they moved grounds, they moved to somewhere where there used to be brewing or something. I'm not sure.
No, the town's known for its brewing because it had a big abbotry,
Hey,
monastery back in the day. They're known as the Brewers because of lots of brewers in town.
Because Milwaukee, right?
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah.
The Brewers.
Vernon Shirley, I remember that.
You do. All right.
Knievel, something incorporated.
So I want you to know, when I called them alabaster earlier, this that is just another term for a pale white. Okay, so that Albion is also rooted within Latin, Albion meaning white for the White Cliffs. So I wasn't just calling them bastards, I was saying alabaster. So just for everyone to know out there, yes, I would normally call somebody a bastard, but this time it was within a completely okay word that would not get bleeped on television. That's all that I have. That's it. And I guess we should look to the team town if anybody has any history. There's some brewing there. Simon, you know way more than I do. When something's called on Trent, what does that mean? Burton on Trent.
It means it's on the River Trent.
Oh, okay.
So there is a river there called Trent. They go, "G'day, Trent," and it goes, "G'day, mate." And there's a town called Burton on Trent. So,
okay.
To help separate it from Burton on Stoke and Burton on another river and Burton on X, and
I mean, are there that many Burtons?
Must be.
Oh, I reckon so.
There must be.
We got one in goal.
There's got to be.
That's two.
Yeah.
So,
the one in goal is better than two in the fish.
But also helps just describe, I guess, too, for the Doomsday Book and whatnot, where it is in relation to other places, so that they can be taxed. You got to know where something is to tax it, mate.
Yeah. Because you could say, "Oh, I'm Burton. We already paid our taxes," and they're like, "No, you're Burton on top of Trent." Anything that has beer included is always good in my book. Sorry, Burton Albion, for not having the greatest of seasons. Hopefully, we'll see you in a league again sometime. I mean, we will, but
At least once more this season.
At least once more. So, Mascot Wars.
Mascot Wars.
Who the heck is their mascot? And please, I haven't looked it up. Please be something cool.
Oh, it's husband and wife tag team.
Husband and wife lawn
and
team.
Betty. Billy and Betty Brewer.
Billy and Betty Brewer.
Betty Brewer, yeah. Billy and Betty Brewer, and I can't for the life of me find the one I'm looking for. Where's the one I'm looking for? There we go.
Did they sue Blake Lively for Betty Buzz?
So this is Billy.
Oh my
Now
god!
I'm not sure who Rex needs to be more worried about. Billy here. I mean,
I'm
that's
worried
smirk.
about him.
That's
You
a
gotta
mug.
look at
Eyes
that
up here,
smirk.
buddy.
The other one. Oh, the other
I mean-
one. Hang on a tick. I got to do that again. That didn't barely worked out.
Yeah, let me see
It
it.
looks
There we
like
go.
maybe he's already lost.
This
fight.
one here. This is Betty.
Oh, she looks like she's lost a couple fights. Look at her
No,
knees.
Yeah, now
she
look
looks
at-
like
look
she
at that.
won 'em.
Aren't they dragging eyebrows? Eyelashes. Look at those dragging
There's
eyelashes there.
kneecaps
I would
on
be.
her.
Yeah.
Have you-
So I'm not sure who he needs to be more worried about. So
There's a little party in the front. Tennessee waterfalls off the back going on right there.
oh
That
yes,
is
it's,
that's a full-on mullet.
they
Oh,
are
man.
apparently husband and wife, not brother and sister. But you just,
No, they are.
Or both.
So
1,000%.
yeah, Billy's got the power,
Be generous.
smirk, but Betty's got those eyelashes.
Yeah,
So I don't know
but
if
they both
they
got
have any
Dad's
half.
mouth. I'll tell you
They
that.
do. I don't know if they have any half pints around, but it may be a case of brewers droop, so probably not. Given where they're positioned under the table, at the bottom of the table, I can't see
So
any way
cold.
out for them
We're so cold.
apart from a dishonourable loss.
Yeah.
So that's
You know what's cool
wrap
about
up, the
that?
Mascot Wars wrap up for this week.
Like picture
I don't want to picture them anymore.
olive
That wasn't a
oil,
good look.
olive from Popeye.
Okay.
Olive oil. Picture her getting stung by bees, and with her swollen hands trying to apply the makeup to her face, and then mix that with that one brunette from the movie Hocus Pocus, who has the screw face. SJ, you know what I'm talking about? Hocus Pocus is the Christmas movie.
I mean, I know of it. I haven't seen it. Yeah, she's pretty. She looks like she could do roller derby.
Oh,
You're
She probably
Like
would.
she's
right.
good at roller derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
can
Yeah,
I
you gotta
share
throw
my
this-
screen?
Quite good at
Is
it.
that
You
possible
gotta
to
throw
share
this in the
mine?
chat.
You have to hit the share button screen and then find the window you're
It's
looking
highly
for.
technical. You have to click the button
Yeah, yeah.
that says
Is it
share.
really?
Close all your
Okay.
pre-close all your porn so that it doesn't and all your favourites. Make sure they're not showing.
Okay, you see that?
Ooh.
All the way to the
Oh,
left.
yeah.
The one all the
Yeah,
way to the
yeah.
left. Okay.
Whoa!
Horrible transition. The women's
Yeah.
match coming up. Or should we talk about V Cardiff? V Cardiff.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah, we should talk about
just-
V Cardiff. Yeah.
Yeah, switching to the women in
Oh.
general. Going from their triumphant mud bath win over
Mud Bath and
last-
Beyond.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't look up my bath and hole. And
They
women.
played Cardiff City today, and it was rough. I will say though, I think her name is pronounced Karen. Their keeper Chamberlain was great. If their keeper wasn't so good, the score. I mean, I know people always want to qualify a loss, but their keeper was really good. She was snatching stuff like just
Dang.
doing a great job, and there was like 3 or 4 goals that could have easily gone in, and she was just like lightning fast in getting them. So, they have some of the best players in the league, and it shows. Unfortunately, this makes our 8th loss to
Oof.
Cardiff City. Wrexham, as far as the
Not
what
this
I
year.
could
Not
see-
all this year though.
No, I think ever.
Not all this, it just
I
feels
haven't
like it.
found I have yet to find a stat that shows them winning a
Mm-hmm.
game against Cardiff City for a league or anything.
Mm.
I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, throw it in the comments below, because
Yeah.
I would like some better news on that. So, Phoebe Davis, like a champ, got her first yellow in the 12th minute. Yeah, baby!
That's how you do it, Phoebe.
Did we
Yeah,
win
yeah.
the disciplinary count? Did we win the yellow card count? That's all that matters.
Yeah. Which one did we win?
And then I would say there was I missed it. There was a very questionable, per Mike, penalty in the 35th minute. He thinks it was called on a player that took a dive and didn't actually get any contact, which I missed it, but I believe him. He has eyes. I believe him. So, so anyways, yeah, that was the match this morning. I am hopeful.
Didn't throw up your A's. Ava Suckley, didn't she get the one goal?
Oh, well, yeah. So Ava Suckley got a goal, but I actually heard that there was like maybe people trying to say maybe Rosie Hughes got it. Maybe it was one of those like they both looked toward. I don't know. It seemed like it was Ava's.
What did Mike say?
Yeah, what did Mike say? He has eyes.
He only gets so many football opinions.
He gets one a day.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it for the week. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah,
Time's up for the year, mate. Yeah.
But Ava was my gal. She sat when we went to Rotherham. She sat behind us. So
No way.
yeah. She's super
You
She
nice.
left
said,
that
"Oh,
off
is
the story?
SJ sitting here? Is SJ sitting here? Because I got the seat behind."
Yeah.
That was almost exactly what happened.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I gave her
Almost
stickers,
exactly.
and then she said that I was like, "You can." She said, "I guess I'll have to score tomorrow," and then she did, and it was great.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So
Well, there's nothing to take off of Cardiff City. I believe they also played in the UEFA Women's Champions League, like a match.
Wales did, or Cardiff City.
Cardiff City, yeah.
I don't know.
So they're good. They're good.
Oh yeah,
They're-
You
they're a
can't
really
take
good
anything
team.
away from them. They are the yardstick. They are the measuring stick. They are the level that you need to be at if you want to be championship. Is way
Yeah,
up
they're
there.
where
And
you
at the
wanna be.
moment, we're not there.
Right.
No
You
two
know,
ways about it.
I think we talked about this last season, and that there had been kind of like ideas thrown out on how to improve the league. If you only have 8 teams, then you have a limited amount of people playing against each other. You only have one up and one down. You can get this bottleneck.
stagnates.
It stagnates and reduces competition. And I think that Cardiff City have set that bar, and there's just not enough movement. I think if the league was bigger too, there would be more players that would want to play in the Welsh FA, because it would be more competitive. You'd have more opportunities to play in different teams.
So you want to
in
move
the
Cardiff
same
City
league.
on? They're too good for the. You want to kick them out of the league? They keep winning. That'll, okay. If we kick you out, if we promote you to nothing, then
know,
we'll have a chance. Yeah.
I know. So, but yeah, so Cardiff, they're very good.
Well, that's a
but moving on-
conundrum. Well, that's a conundrum because they're so good, but if they leave, like that's the top of the women's Welsh pyramid. So if they leave, then you've got a really good team out of it. So they gotta
it was
stay.
facetious. It was a facetious remark, Ran. It was.
Okay. I was like,
taking
they can't.
taking the piss, mate. I was taking the piss.
Well, no. So some people have said like, well, should like the number one team do? They don't face the competition to make themselves like still sharp and still like do they not face the competition to
Super
get
League.
better?
They're not
Should
actually
they join the
challenged.
Super League in England?
Yeah.
Well, that's the talk for Wrexham. They want to pull us out of this league and possibly put us into the women's league a lot in England. Playing the EFL rather than the.
I feel like there's pluses and minuses. I would default to proud Welshmen I know and saying that
And women.
rather than two specific people that have said rather than exporting all the great things out of the Welsh FA, why don't we build up the Welsh FA and have Welsh Football Association that we can be proud of and that is competitive. But if you take all the cream of the crop all the time, then
The money's
you're
not there,
creating a
though.
substandard league because everybody's always leaving. However,
But it's not
how
like-
do you get
It's
that
not like
back
the
up
next
there?
league's far away. That works in Australia where the distances for travel are miles, but there if you're any good, you're just going to follow the money. And at the moment,
Yeah.
we can't match that. All the good players play in England.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
if we want to attract the good players, we're either paying way over the odds to get them to come to the Welsh League, or you've got to go
Yeah.
where the good players are. So that's a
But then
conundrum.
the counter to that is, or do you try to put a team together and facilities together and training and improve the rock? That you have a draw to come to Wrexham Women to play, and therefore you're trying to bring in quality players that, like, look at Mullen. Mullen could have been like, I'm going to stay playing in League One and move somewhere else. And instead he was like, I'll come to Wrexham. It's a step down, but it's more in line with what I want to do. It's closer to where I want to be. And I think that if the women could also benefit from that kind of thought process, but so I see it both sides. I want the Wrexham women to do great, and I would love it if we could poach some of those players out of the English FA, because realistically they're not going to move leagues or anything. So, let's just make them better. And on that note, they're playing Barrytown next. Barrytown is women's
Full of berry.
Full of berry.
Rise.
Full of berry
Blue?
pie.
Are they
Yes.
blue?
Oh, wait, SJ, are you doing a table review on the women's
I
table?
can do a tiny one. I got a tiny little table review.
Well, it is a tiny table because there's 8 teams.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly. Barrytown, they're number 4 in the table out of 8 teams. They have 13 of a possible 27 points. They have 3 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. Their goal difference is +1. 13, 4, and 12 against. It was like my math. And then Wrexham women are we're 6 on the table, and we have 3 wins and 0 draws and 6 losses.
Yeah.
So our goal difference
Slipping
is
away.
-3.
We could have
slipping
stopped.
away.
We didn't have to. Like, we're
I
slipping
know,
away.
but I feel like I can't gloat over teams and then also not kind of at least tonally suggest, like, okay, I wish were doing better. I
Right.
can't gloat and then
But-
pretend like we're amazing when we're
When
not doing the hottest.
when the table splits and likely chances are we're going to be in the bottom 4.
yeah.
Right.
At least there's 2 teams who are worse than we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
in
We're
a
not the
significant
worst.
way at the moment. They are
Yeah.
crap. So
The-
there's somebody, despite
the
how bad
table
we are,
doesn't split.
and we're not that bad.
But the table doesn't split until February. There's
That's
still
close. That's so
there's still
close.
a lot of
There's
matches.
they only play each other twice before the split, don't they? So, or
Yeah.
they do each other 3 times before the split. I thought it was twice before the split and then 2 after.
but
yeah,
Groundhog's Day
Yeah.
is the last.
Yeah, so there's still a chance for Wrexham women to break into the top 4. It's not a
Yeah.
lost cause by any means.
or go down
There's still,
even further.
yeah, there's still definitely time for us to break into the top 4. I don't think
I don't-
it's a given
I don't get
that
the
we're going to
split.
go in the bottom.
I don't understand it. I don't get why they do
I think
that.
to keep things more competitive so that teams aren't getting hammered week in, week out in the second half. And there's no point having Cardiff City play that team Cardiff Met on the bottom because there's no way Cardiff Met are ever going to beat them. So
I think
they
it's
play the
partly
teams that they've got a
because
chance against.
There's so few teams in the league. There's 8. How do you make a full season of football? Like, how do you have the teams play each other 4 times? Like, how do you make a competitive season that's progressive and challenging and keeps people's attention, not just for people watching, but like the players playing also? You don't want to make it so routine that you're like, yeah, we're gonna go play them again, and it takes out some of the feistiness and that drive to win.
But that happens when you split it, because then you're not going to
but
play
when
the
you
full.
split it, when you split it, there's a stake, though, right? Like, playing up to the split, there's more on the line because you're trying to break in that top 4, and then when you're after the split, you're in the bottom. It's a relegation battle. You're trying to avoid relegation. Like, the motivation, I think it keeps the motivation higher and keeps the stakes higher to have the split. However, I would say if they would just add more teams, then they could keep the competitiveness and that kind of heightened interest the whole season, and you wouldn't have to have a split and make it complicated. It could just be like a regular old football season. So anyways, we have till February to sort it out. I wanted to call out for Berrytown, Ellie Parise. She is the 7th ranked scorer in the league. She is Berrytown's top scorer. She has 4 goals. Again, there's only 8 teams. The top scorer has, I want to say 7 goals. So, not a lot, but she is up there. But also, when I was looking at the stats, guess who has the top assists in the league? Any guesses?
Top assists.
Rosie Hughes.
No.
It's Lily Mae.
Lily Mae.
Lily Mae Jones. Yeah, she's got 4 assists, top of the league in assists. So, we played Berrytown twice last year and beat them both times. 5-1 away and 0-1 at home. This year, when we played them, we lost by 1 goal in October. So it was 0-1. But I think that we have good chance with them. Everybody moves players around and the teams shuffle players and sign new people after, over the season's break. And but I think we can take them. I think we'll do. I think it'll help move us right up into top of the get up there. It doesn't
They're
take
13
a lot.
points
Doesn't
to
take
our
a lot.
9 points. Not
Yeah.
the worst in the world.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
But important
You're
to win
talking about
because
a
we
4.
don't want that to be 9-16 and then trying to bridge
Exactly.
that gap. This is the start of bridging the gap and not being in the bottom 4.
one women's note here. If we could
Yeah.
talk about old Robbo Jr., Mia Roberts.
Oh yeah. Mia.
You guys know this, but why was Clondidno's last game listed as PP? If you're looking up the matches and results,
Postponed.
yeah, why was it postponed? What
It might have been
happened?
because the one person there with the PP, listen, I'm assuming it was a male ref.
Yeah.
I think so.
He
Yeah,
turned
it
up late and he left early. Pissed off at half time. He said, right, going home, mate. Had enough. I pulled something.
Apparently, so we showed up late, and then I think it was 34 minutes into the match.
Yeah, not even halftime. Yeah.
Yeah, not even halftime. He was like, "Oh yeah, my leg. Yeah, it's my leg. My leg hurts. Yeah, I gotta go." And so instead of even being like, he'd be the 4th official or a linesman or whatever, he was like, "Yeah, this sucks, man. My leg is really killing me. Yeah, we gotta call this match off. I gotta go home." People are like, "What? We're here. We're actually playing."
So
Yeah,
they were
not to break
super
anybody's
PP'd
bubble.
off.
Yeah,
They were
there's no
P'd and
4
pissed
officials.
off.
Yeah.
No, definite PP.
Yeah,
Women,
so-
I don't think the women have 4 officials.
No, they don't. But the Mia took it in stride, and
She's awesome
went.
and gracious.
Yeah, and she's amazing. And shout out to Mia. You've played in muddy hills and swamps. You played in uneven pitches. You started your first Wrexham game after you had an all-night bender from your birthday. You've been through it all. You now have been subject to a guy that shows up late, won't be the last time in life, and leaves early. And
What was out early?
yeah, rings out early, and it's absolutely horrible. What I'm saying is, she's a trooper. That's all I'm saying. She's a trooper.
Mia is.
The band plays on. She continues marching. Thank you, Mia, for being awesome. If you're watching this, Mia,
We're sorry.
yeah. Why did you go all the way till now? Somebody must have mentioned we mentioned you, so you go. But yeah, so take it easy, Mia. Keep fighting forward. We'll tune into the comms on you. We do need to get into predictions for the upcoming matches. So should we start with the men's? So remember, Barnsley is Voldemort in this situation. It's the name we will no longer mention. It'll be Burton on Trent. Those
Aluminium.
And Elby.
Those
And Elby.
aluminiums.
Burton on Trent and Elby, apparently. Burton and Elby are on Trent. Something like that. So
Something
a few
like
of them.
that. Yeah. So, yeah, Burton and Albie.
4-0
Vans
away,
trophy.
and giving it away, it's equal to like a 16-0 win. So 4-0 away.
Okay.
You're
you
saying
go.
16-0 win?
No,
It's
but
equal
4-0 because it's
to-
away.
it's
If it was
equal
at
to-
home, because we play shit away, if
Yeah.
it was at home, it'd be 16, but because it's away, it'll only be 4.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to just hog tie the players on the pitch and just run.
Right.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. I want to say, I don't want to be rude. I'm going to go 3-0.
No, be realistic. Yeah.
I always say 3-0, but I think Burton's going to be fine. Keeping a clean sheet. I feel like, we haven't scored. I think
Our Burton will be fine, not their Burton. Their
Right.
Burton won't be keeping a clean sheet. Our Burton will be.
Our Callum.
When you said
Callum
Burton keeping a clean sheet,
I think
thought,
Callum
right, our
Burton's
Burton.
going to be fine in goal. But I would say I think our largest win this season has only been by 3-0 or 4-1. So I don't want to blow it out of the water. Maybe we'll win by 4. I'll say 4-0, but I feel bad saying that. But I'll say 4-0. Wrexham are going to win.
Yeah.
Or-
Who's scoring?
You're gonna
Who's
join the
scoring those
four?
goals?
Man, wouldn't it
Wrexham.
be nice if Mullen would score?
Lee, I wouldn't mind seeing Lee get 1 or
Lee,
2 as well. I mean, he
yes.
was so close,
Yeah.
wasn't he? He's been so close. So.
Yeah.
And I like the new pattern, the new formation. It'll be interesting to see whether he keeps that up against Burton.
So is it kind of like a diamond? Is that the deal?
It's an inverted funnel.
I think there's
doesn't make
a couple.
any sense to my brain.
We have Ollie up front, and then a couple of the midfielders push a bit more forward and get close to Ollie when we're going forward, and so that's Lee and
Where's
I think
the
it was
extra
Lee and Dobson.
person
So
go? There's
Two at the back, so there's-
one.
Yeah.
we had James and Rathbone at the back, or James and Dobson at the back, and Lee and Rathbone or Lee and Dobson up the front playing off Palmer. So Palmer by himself, but then the other two midfielders moved up quickly and left two sort of behind in front of the... Yeah.
I feel like
A bit more
SJ,
squarish,
you
so
understand
maybe it was
less
a bit more diamondy.
by doing it.
Or even Lee up front by himself as well, so 1-1 up front with 3 behind them. So, yeah, there's lots of little... they
Still
move around a
November.
lot.
No wonder I don't know what's going on. Here, we'll try this again.
It is December. It is actually
It
December,
is
isn't
December. Yeah.
It
It's
is
definitely
That's all I
December.
know. It's December. Yeah, the
Not
formations
November
thing is
anymore.
I'm still having trouble with formations.
Yeah.
I say we'll get 4, and I think that it would be lovely if Mullen and Lee could get on the board. I have
Are
a
you
feeling
gonna-
Cannon might score. I
Ooh,
feel like he's-
back in the team. Okay. What, it's a late
Yeah.
sub, you're thinking. Are you going to join in our 4-play round?
Interesting.
We both went 4-0.
Interesting invitation. I'm gonna have to ask the wife.
What she thinks.
Anna already told me it was okay.
I'm going Lee hat trick, right?
Whoa.
Going Lee
Say.
hat trick. Did you see how close this man's been over the last few games?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
feeding it in, to footing it in, to inching it in, to full on. I've already scored. I've got a full on Lee rager. It's gonna happen. He's coming back.
Okay.
And so I'm getting Lee with a hat trick, and then you know who's got to show up and show out is Rothbone. He's been putting in the work.
He got one.
That that's what I get it now. A vengeful Lee is a Rothbone. A Rathbone. Yeah. I get it now. Now I get what the clue was from last week. So I'm going to say 5-0. 5-0. I'm going to say
But we will have to go through 4.
Full
We'll have to
on
go to
insult.
4-0 on our way to 5-0. You
will.
will be joining us at
will.
4-0. Okay.
Right.
And then...
I'll be there with you, and then I'll say, oh, this is your stop,
Bye-bye.
and I'll
I'm leaving.
continue on the train.
To 5-0.
See,
Yeah.
I just feel bad. I feel bad
Dang, why?
because I don't want to be like, God, you guys are losers. You're
Well,
gonna
they're 24th.
lose.
They're
so
24th and have only won one match all
bad. I
year.
know.
They are
It
losers.
makes me
They
feel
are.
sorry for them, and also makes me worried. It makes me worried that they're gonna have nothing to lose, and they're gonna try to take
I've
out.
had nothing to lose all season. So,
They're good
You
at
know
not
what
losing.
I
No, they're
mean.
good at. We've got nothing
You know
to
what
lose
I mean,
they-
though. Like,
No.
I don't want to tempt fate.
well,
No,
I
you don't
will
want to be the
say-
first team who does lose to them, or the second after Shrewsbury lost. I mean,
Yeah.
Shrewsbury
And
23rd.
we're not
They
saying
beat
that we're gonna
23rd.
we're not scoring more than we've ever scored this season.
I
So
didn't
it's
say
not like
16.
5-0 would
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 would be. But
yeah. So it's not crazy, and they wouldn't lose by more than they've already lost this season. So it's not a crazy. Those aren't crazy numbers. I
No.
think it would be crazy if we were saying like 4-0 Burton.
16-0.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, it's just
and
it's
moving-
where it's at.
I'm going to move on to 2-1 Wrexham at Berrytown.
Ooh.
We're going to
Oh,
bury.
okay.
We're going
I
to
like that.
bury
I like that.
Berrytown.
Gonna
Okay.
bake their pie.
Is that is that intimidation?
Very-
Is that a threat?
We're baking their pie.
I'm gonna make
Baking
your
your
I don't
pie.
mind punching up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind punching up, man. Yeah.
I'm the pie baker.
Yeah. I think that. I think we're gonna do okay. Would you say, Simon? Would you say 2-1?
2-1 to Wrexham.
I want a clean sheet, man. I'm gonna say 2-0.
2-0.
I think we need not just the confidence of a win. I mean, maybe it's asking a lot. but I
Leaving
think
clean sheets when we go away.
Yeah, I like a clean sheet, but I think the women can do it. Yeah, we got a good defense.
I'm gonna go 3-0
Okay.
All right.
us or yeah. I'm gonna go 3. So we've got Rosie, who hasn't
Yeah.
scored since when?
I don't know.
Methuselah?
It's been
No.
a little while. She was got almost in a little scuffle today. At one point later in the game, people were kind of. I think it was after their third goal. Things got a little scuffly, and people had to push her along from getting her dander up on the pitch. Nothing came of it, but I can see, when that frustration starts building, just like we saw with Lee. He comes off the pitch and he's pissed. He doesn't want to shake anybody's hand. He just wants to I think that's when players start really maybe too much, but micro analyzing and just really looking over what is it that's the missing piece. And sometimes that insight is what leads to a goal. So maybe that's what Rosie needs.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes she might have just saw somebody that was on probation and realized, hey, you're supposed to be wearing
see
an
ya.
ankle monitor right now, and I don't see it. So I'm gonna get a little feisty.
Where's my
with you.
nightstick?
Yeah. So I'm going Rosie goal, Lily May goal, Ava Suckley goal.
Ava's been doing great.
So just spice them out there. Get. It's gonna be if you got them, drink them, type of thing. If you got the ball, score it. And we need what, the 6-point match? We need the 6-point match. We need
Yeah.
that to push forward. And what a boost of confidence would it be that, like you said, punching above your weight class. You've got somebody who's above that invisible line that splits
Yep.
the league, and you take 3 points. Now you're sitting on 12-13, and hey, that's anybody's ball game.
That's
Yeah.
reachable. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. At the split last year, we were it was TNS and Aberystwyth.
The other one. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Aberystwyth.
we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always try to put an extra M in there, Smith, and I was like, no, it's Aberystwyth. But anyways, yeah, it was TNS, and then that we were kind of trying to keep in that. We were in third, and we were trying to keep from falling into fourth, and they were both trying to get into, coming up to fourth.
That was a
So-
song, wasn't it? Three Falling? I'm
Three
falling.
falling, yes, I'm three falling. Yeah.
little shout out to Tom Petty.
Yeah, and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
You thought
yeah,
I wasn't
so,
petty.
you know,
I can be petty.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've met you before, so
You know how petty I can be. Oh,
That's when we stop being fake and start being real.
that's right. Okay.
taking the gloves off. No.
It's when you're smiling, but you tell all those dirty secrets. You're like, that's why you shit yourself while we were out there.
Well, I can.
No,
I know. I can be petty with a
I
cryptic
promised I would
clue.
keep that secret.
Oh,
So, anywho, I think the men are going to do okay. I think the women are going to be fine. Should we do Cryptic Clue?
Okay.
Cryptic
Oh,
clue,
okay. So we're
short
done
and
with our
sweet this week.
predictions. Yeah. So
we predicted the wins everywhere. A short one this week after the tough one last week, even though it was big. It wasn't hard. It was just big. This week, a short one that should get in and out, I would have thought, quite easily. To
I'm
burn
listening.
or keep. To
Oh, wait,
burn or
wait.
keep. That's it.
wait, to burn
Or keep.
or keep.
And it's BRP because I've put it in the WhatsApp chat. To burn or keep.
Burn or keep.
I hear
Shout out.
we got a comment of the week fan shout out.
And I know we do because we're all talking from here.
Shout.
And here comes the.
Oh,
Shout out
actually,
of the
we can be clever again, Rand.
Ooh.
We can do that. You ready?
Oh, sharing it? Sharing is caring.
Pum, pum, pum.
Hey.
Bum, bum, bum.
So Mud Pit Glory plus Wrexham AFC v Exunius Exorcium Selenium.
Did I spell it wrong?
No, I was trying
No,
to
no.
pronounce it from.
Rand can't work. I wonder what SIT could be short for. Like, surely having 3 dots takes up as much place as the word city.
Seriously.
But anyway.
Seriously.
I heard
Johnny
it's
boy.
Just like
Yeah.
small as a bean.
Oh, Johnny boy, the pipes are... Johnny boy's 63-23. I don't know how formal. Maybe he's very formal. He wants the whole 63-23 bit in there,
Comes
Johnny
from a
boy.
long line of Johnny boys.
I'm watching my first episode. I come to you by recommendation of the great one himself, M. Griffiths, 92, during today's Wrexham AFC Women's game. A big thank you and shout out to Mark for that recommendation. And g'day, Johnny Boy 6323. Welcome.
Johnny boy.
Since Johnny is new to the pod, watch the pod. If you would
I have
like
a question though.
some stickers, yes.
Who's Johnny? They said. Smiled and looked the other way. Who's Johnny? Oh,
I don't know that
Simon. you guys don't know that?
We got men at work. Oh, Johnny. Actually, no, it's not men at
Oh,
work,
men at
but there's a men at work with,
one.
Johnny
Okay,
as well.
I know
So.
a minute work. Sorry, that's not early in my tone.
I know some men at work too. Why are we bragging?
But we got a perfect little Mark
Oh,
Griffiths thank
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
sticker. Johnny,
holy
if
one.
you would like some stickers, shoot your address over on Blue Sky or Twitter to the pod or to me or Simon Aran. And I have new stickers coming, and I'm very excited. So excited. Yeah. So hit me up. Hit us up. Get a sticker out to you.
Yeah.
Get stuck
definitely.
with SJ. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. The favorite part of the pod, but also the favorite part of life, is getting stuff from SJ. And it's the season of giving part dose. So, yeah. Well, we've spoken a lot of things that shouldn't be spoken about today, but it's somewhere in the mix of there should be something that is an emoji somewhere. So
A corn kernel of truth.
a corn kernel of truth. I'm gonna vote some beer for the Brewers.
Oh.
Since, cheers to you.
And,
Cheers to you.
And you put beer in your Wrexham mug in your
I was
giant.
thinking the double beer because of the Mr. and Mrs. are bumping uglies.
Literally.
Literally.
Double
Mr.
beers.
Yeah, the
Literally.
Brewers. Yeah. Get a little,
Definitely double beer.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
There we
Double
go.
beer.
Double beer.
Final fiber
Double beer.
emoji challenge. challenge.
Double beer, double beer.
Double beer.
And that can only leave one more thing, Ran.
Is it the same thing we say every week?
Town!
Up the
Up
town.
the town.
Up the town.
And we're trying to take over the world.
Johnny on askWxm says, last question for me today. I listen to several Wrexham podcasts weekly. I'd like to know if you have a favourite podcast, and more importantly, do you have a recommendation? Yeah, podcasts. Well, I mean, I'm going to recommend Final Whistle Weekly and Final Whistle itself, because they're mine, obviously. I would say that for a consistent and alternate view of Wrexham in terms of the men's team, well, both, I believe, I certainly would say that Rand's Teach Me How to Wrexham is a great American podcast. I mean, Fearless and Devotion, obviously, but I'm going to say mine, because there's no one here to disagree.